What's up, guys? TC Muse. Let's go ahead and get into some basics of R&B guitar chord shapes. You asked for it a couple videos ago with my R&B dance video. So you asked, I'm delivering. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so what we're gonna do is learn a couple of guitar shapes on the E string and the A string. That's the 6th string and the 5th string. And you may be asking, why do chord shapes? The reason that we do chord shapes is because once you learn the shape, you can move it up and down all around the neck of the guitar, regardless of if you know the key signature that you're in. So let's go ahead, go over a couple of these shapes. We're gonna do 2 shapes on the E string. That's the thick string that's closest to you looking down at the guitar. And then we're going to do 4 shapes on the A string. That's the next one down on the guitar. That's like the 5th string there. All right, here we go. So on the E string, we're going to start with a major 7 on the E string. I have a diagram up on the screen currently. So if you take a look at my hand, we're just going to use our middle finger, pinky, ring, and then we'll use our pointer finger all the way at the top. That's a major 7 chord. Sounds like this. All right, the next chord is going to be a minor 7th chord. That's a bar chord. And basically, we're going to take our index finger, bar across the top, close to the fret here, not up here, but down here. And then we're going to take our ring finger and place right there. So if you see the diagram, this is what it looks like. Ring finger there, bar finger across there. All right, this is the way I play it. A minor 7. Hey man, if you made it this far, do me a favor. Like and subscribe. All right? Next shape we're gonna look at is the major 7th shape, but this time on the 5th string. So this will be a C major 7. If you look at the diagram, so it'll be pinky, pinky, index finger, ring finger, bar across the top. Sounds like this. Then we want to look at a minor chord, middle finger, ring finger, bar across the top. Check out the diagram and look at my fingers. Sounds like this. Then if we want to look at a dominant 7th chord, what we're going to do is, it looks very similar to the major chord or major 7th chord. The only thing that we're doing from the major 7 is that middle finger. We're just lifting the middle finger and taking it all the way off. So if you look at the diagram, it's going to be pinky, skip, and then ring finger on the next string, and then a bar across the top. So it'll sound like this. And the last one that we'll show you will be the minor 7 flat 5 on the 5 string. In the diagram, it'll be pinky, then middle finger, then ring finger, then index finger. Now that you have those shapes, what are you going to do with them? Here's the secret to supercharging it. It's called the number system, and I'm going to show you the number system beginning on the 6th string. So basically, let's go ahead and we're in the key of G major 7. So starting on this 3rd fret here, we go G, A, B, come back up to the next string, C, D, E, F sharp. And then we go back to G, right? So those are the note names. But what if we don't want to know the note names, and what if we want to know something that's going to help us kind of use this method, whichever key signature we're in? We'll change the note names to scale degrees. G will be the 1, A will be the 2, B will be the 3, C will be the 4, D will be the 5, E will be the 6, F sharp will be the 7. Right? So if you can see the pattern, is just take one, skip one, take that. Skip one, take that. Come back up here, the same pattern. This one, skip the one in the middle, take that. Skip the one in the middle, take that. Skip the one in the middle, take that. So if you can see that, it's these two, these two, these two, and then this one right here. That is the major scale no matter where you start using these two strings, the E string and the A string. So even if I start down here on the 7th fret, I know I can just skip, skip, come back up, skip, 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 and that will be the major scale for whatever I started at. Even if I don't know what this note is, I know that this is the formula for the major scale using these two strings. That's the number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, start back again at 8. So, like I said, we gave everything a number. So if we want something that sounds a little sad and melancholy, that's right in that R&B lane, we use the chords that relate to the keys that have minor chords to them, the scale degrees that have minor chords to them. And let me just tell you how the scale degrees work. The 1 is major, the 2 is minor, the 3 is minor, the 4 is major, the 5 is dominant, the 6 is minor, and the 7 is minor 7 flat 5. I'll throw those on the screen also, so you'll have those. You can always refer to them. If you're in a major scale, those scale degrees will correspond to the chord characteristics that I told you, either minor, major, dominant, or minor 7 flat 5. Okay? So for a minor song, since we know which scale degrees have minor chords to them, we can do something like a 2, 3 to a 6, and we know that's minor. And then if we want to give a little melancholy and hope at the end of the turnaround, we can then go to some major keys like the 4th, or excuse me, major scale degrees like the 4th and then the 1st. So for that, if we take the G major scale that we learned, we know that this is going to be position number 2, number 2, number 3, number 6, then come up to 4 and then 1. That's all in the key of G major 7. Let me go ahead and play it for you so you can hear what it sounds like. All right, so there we go. We got a couple of chord shapes on the E string, the 6th string, and the A string, the 5 string. Now we know how to move it around using the number system. So I think we have enough to be dangerous. But if you want to know how to make solid bass lines to accompany your guitar parts, check out this video here.